so today we're going to talk about the Edward James Surrealist Garden in Xilitla. And this is one of those places I got in my head that I really wanted to go to. I saw it on Instagram, it looked amazing, and I was going to go there no matter how difficult or not how expensive, because it wasn't outrageous. It was actually pretty reasonable for us to get there, but I really wanted to go and I was going to make it happen. So we did, and it was a journey and a half.
Yeah.
So, what happened?
Well, I don't know. It was just a lot of windy roads up through a mountain in the middle of the night, and the guy was like hitting corners like there's no tomorrow. So
where did we start?
Oh, we started in San Miguel de Allende, and then we went to Xilitla, which is the top of some mountain in the middle of Mexico.
It's a magic city, and it's in San Luis Potosi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really beautiful natural scene, but the main reason you go there is for the Edward James Garden.
Mm.
And it was, I think, about a 5, maybe 6 hour drive from San Miguel de Allende to Xilitla. We had to leave really early in the morning. I think we left at like 3 or 4 a.m. in order to drive there. And we had a private driver. We couldn't find a bus that was going. There are flights that are available, but I believe you can only fly from Mexico City to San Luis Potosi, and it's not that.
It's not convenient.
Yeah.
You're probably likely to go more out of your way to do that than to get a private driver or go through a chain of ADO buses, but there's no direct route there.
Yeah. And we ended up paying only $300, and that was for driver, and they were with us for 2 days, 2 nights. Took us there, also took us to
Querétaro.
So we had overnight stops there on our way from, it wasn't on the way at all, but on our way from San Miguel de Allende to Mexico City. So the Edward James Surrealist Garden is built by this really eccentric,
Either way works.
British dude in like the 30s.
Yeah, 20s, 30s, kind of mega rich dude, bought a whole bunch of land in pretty much the middle of nowhere, and decided, I want to make a garden.
So the reason I say he is an eccentric dude is because when he showed up in Mexico, he got to a hotel and he had 500 boxes of Kleenex with him because he was worried about being able to get tissue paper, and there was a whole bunch of other kind of strange things that he did. Anyway, when he first showed up, post-war, he had this idea. He found this piece of land in Xilitla, and he started to grow orchids there. But they weren't really going too well with the fluctuations in the weather. So he decided, rather than have orchids, which were a temperamental flower, he would build this garden out of concrete structures. So he built a lot of concrete structures that look like fauna and flora. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
So some of the highlights of the garden have to be the waterfall. Was my favorite. What did you like?
I just liked all the random like concrete beams kind of just coming out of nowhere. You can't really climb on it too much, although I have seen lots of photos of people doing that, so I don't know if they've just done it, but we didn't. We follow the rules.
We also went during COVID. Not to say there were, hundreds or thousands of people there, but it felt like they were taking added limitations or restrictions to where you could go due to that.
That's actually why we needed to leave San Miguel de Allende so early in the morning, is because they were at that time only letting a certain amount of people in, and you had to make a booking. So our booking was for 10 a.m. So to ensure we didn't miss that, we had to leave really early.
So like, if I'm being honest, it was fun. It was nice, yeah. But I don't think it's worth the 6-hour drive to get there. And the other thing, the reason why you would go is there are rivers and lakes nearby that are supposedly great.
Yeah, there's lots of hiking and waterfalls and waterholes and things. We didn't do any of that. We didn't really have time, to be honest. We were really tired after going to the garden, so we didn't see a lot else in the area. And then the next day we drove to Xilitla.
Yeah, so if you do get a chance, check that out as well, because that's probably the two main pulls to the area. You also find out that it's well known for its pulque, and I believe used to be a mining town that kind of dried up and then turned into a coffee producing town. So they're also very well known for their coffee.
Go check it out. Or don't if you don't want to do the drive.